Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Dish podcast on Spice TV. I'm your host, Adeze Aduaka, and on today's show, we have an exclusive and a special edition featuring one of the brilliant minds behind the upcoming Africa Creative Market 2025, happening on the 16th of September in Lagos under the theme Creative Bridge. It's a gathering that's bringing together some of the brightest minds, talents, and leaders from across Africa's creative industries. Joining me today is the beautiful, powerful, and creative Ijeoma Adigun.
Hi.
Hi, beautiful. Good to have you here on the show.
Great to be here too.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us once again.
Thank you.
Now, tell us a bit about yourself and the role that you play in the ACM.
Oh, all right. Like you already introduced me, my name is Ijeoma Adigun, and I am a program coordinator for the African Creative Market. This year's edition, I will be leading the technological related programs, ensuring that at the ACM we're not just showing creativity, we're also connecting it to innovation and sustainable systems. So that's what I'm doing this year.
Oh, great. That sounds really interesting.
Thank
Now,
you.
let's start with the big picture. What is the central theme or vision of this year's Africa Creative Market, and how does it differ from the previous editions?
All right. So this year at the Africa Creative Market, the theme is Creative Bridge,
Creative Bridge.
empowering talent, unlocking markets, and assessing ecosystems. And it differs from the previous editions because, like I said, we are not just showcasing the creativity of Africans. This time around, we're very, very focused on structure. We're focused on the infrastructure that links the creatives with the market. We're making sure that there's finance for them. We're making sure that they have access to, good policies that put their work out there. So that's what this year is really about. That mesh, that thing that brings everything together for them and puts them out there.
Okay, that sounds really good. Sounds really
Yeah.
different and new. And I think a lot of creatives will be looking forward to that.
I really hope so. There's a lot for them this
I
year.
know.
Yeah.
Okay, so this event has always been about creating assets and opportunities.
Okay.
So, in what ways is ACM 2025 empowering African creatives to tap into global markets,
Okay.
networks, and partnerships?
All right. So, like I previously mentioned, we are trying to make sure that the infrastructure is there. We're trying to make sure that there's policy that works for them, that shapes the industry properly. We're trying to make sure that they have access to the finance. And so in doing that and making sure all of that is there, we are bringing, the government, we're bringing in policymakers, we're bringing in private investors and
They're going to be
institutions.
attending the show.
Yes.
Okay.
We're also bringing in, other creatives, legal luminaries. We need to make sure that creatives, know their rights.
Yes, and are protected.
Yes, they know the market. They know what they can do to scale to
And
make
what
sure
guides
that
them as well,
to
and
make sure
protects
that
them.
it is actually an industry that is sustainable, not just the now, not just putting out content, but also actually making money from it, making sure that they scale up globally and it continues. That's what we're trying to do. So they have access to these people. They will have conversations with them. We're also hosting a tech hackathon. And this hackathon is, for the creative market, making sure that when they put out content, they are distributed. It's not just limited, and they are not blindsided. They are not cut off from the money they are supposed to make. We're making sure that monetization is easy. We're making sure that the distribution is multi-layered. We're just trying to give them this market situation. They're there, they bring what they have,
And then they
can
get to
sell
mix
it out
and also
there.
meet people to
Yes,
actually help them.
exactly.
And, okay, makes a lot of sense. Thank you so
it
much.
does. Thank you.
Now you've talked about this year being different in a particular way. Now, don't you think people are going to be like, we've heard this over and over again? People always
True.
say that exactly.
Yeah.
So now, how are you guys going to make sure that this year actually instills all of these things that you have just mentioned?
All right. So, like I previously mentioned, we are really, really taking technology seriously this year. It's one thing to have the content, to have the talent, to, do the thing and be really good at what you do. And it's another thing to have the access to put it out there not just within Africa, but also globally. And so we're trying to, put together this innovative package, this system that people can actually very easily access, a system where they can put their content out there, they can scale it up, they have financing. They just don't go out there and say, oh, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to put it out there.
Yeah.
There's backup for them. There's, access to capital. And these people are going to be at the Africa Creative Market. They will have these discussions. There will be a lot of discussions around structure, a lot of discussions about this ecosystem, because that is what is really important. It's not just working in isolation. There has to be a system that works. It has to be an industry. And so that's what's really different. And that's what they're looking forward to this time around. They are coming to a place where they learn. We have legal luminaries attending. They will teach them about their rights, about how the creative process works as far as the law is concerned. We will have policymakers that will interact with them one-on-one and listen to, their gripes. What are the problems that you're having in the industry? How do we make policies that make it easier for you, that make things work for you? And then we have the government, that, funds things, and then
they can have access to funds.
Exactly. So this is all that we have for them. It's not just talking about it. It's about the people that will be there and the conversations that will be had, making sure that it's sustainable.
Fantastic. Sounds really good.
Yeah.
Now, collaborations have always been at the heart of the ACM, right? I know there are a lot of partnerships and collaborations that are going to happen in this year's edition. So which one are you most excited about?
I would say that I'm really excited about the partnership with the Amazon Web System.
No way. That is happening. Tell me about it.
I mean, it's not the only one, but it's the one I am most excited about because I am heading the tech-driven programs and they are our partners for, the Creative Hackathon.
Okay.
We are actually inviting all creatives, tech people.
I'm definitely going to be there.
Please come. We want you to help us to create.
So when you're talking about
something
this
that works.
Creative Hackathon, what does it actually mean?
Okay, so
Tell us about
the
it.
theme of this hackathon is distribute Africa, basically. And we're trying to make sure that we create a multi-layer distribution system. For example, I create content. Let's say I'm a comedian, so I put out a skit. How does my skit go from being just, something that people watch to being global? Apart from, say, social media like TikTok and Instagram, we want something that is very Africa-oriented, something that is very accessible, mobile-friendly. We want something that is easily distributed. We want something that can be easily monetized. And then we want to make sure that people have smart contracts. They're not just putting things out there and getting cheated of, what they should have. Their IP should be linked to them. All their money should come to them. They need to know that when I put content out there, my money is coming back to me. And we want to make sure that, of course, they are visible. So that's what this hackathon is working towards.
Now, looking further ahead, how do you envision Africa Creative Market influencing the creative industry across the continent in the next 5 years?
Okay, so thank you. That's a very, very good question. Right now, I mean, the ACM is an event. It is a very, very innovative event, but it's an event. But we're looking towards taking it from being an event to being the engine room for the Africa creative economy. We're looking at it being the platform where creatives gain access to capital, where policies are shaped, where sustainable pathways are created. It needs to be like the center, the platform where things happen, and that's what we're looking towards. Not just it being a conference or an event. It needs to be, the platform for everything, the jump off point. That's what we're looking towards in the next 5 years.
Okay, so I want to say something that I observed in most gatherings or interactive sections that we do here in Nigeria and in Africa, right? A lot of people come, they have speakers, they have panelists, moderators, call people, have conversations. But one thing I know that I've noticed that is lacking is just follow-ups. Like, it's
Yeah.
as if once that event has ended, everything, it just ends there. There's no
Yeah.
follow-up to, whatever the event was about, whatever the theme was. There's no follow-up. So that's a huge problem that I've noticed in most gatherings that we have, especially for, events like these that are
Yeah.
very, very, very innovative and we creatives in Africa actually really need. So what is the follow-up session going to be like after the whole conversation? What happens next after this?
Okay, so after the event conversations, definitely, because we are working towards sustainability, we're working towards structure, we're working towards, the system being there. It's not just the talk. It's also, hey, people from outside of Africa are looking to come into the creative industry. There has to already actually be an industry, and that's what we're working towards. So after the event, definitely we're working with the government, we're working with the private institutions, everything that's created, everything that is discussed, the deals that are made at the event,
Exactly.
because
There's follow-up
there
because
definitely will be deals.
yeah.
And that's why we're bringing all these people together.
Okay.
We're making sure that they are signing contracts.
Yes.
And
so-
then after that,
but
we're
there's
following
a
up with
board
them.
that's following up
Oh,
with
yes,
all of this.
definitely.
That's my question.
Definitely.
Okay.
We're putting them together
Okay,
in
fantastic.
platforms and,
Okay, great.
making sure that we follow up and
Yes,
see
and
where they're
everybody's doing
going
what
with
they're
all these
supposed to
things.
do, what they've
Yes.
promised to do.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay, finally, let's speak directly to the young creatives who are watching and listening right now. For young creatives listening right now, what advice would you give them about making the most of opportunities like the ACM?
Well, my advice to them would be not to think in isolation. You're creative, you are talented, you have what it takes, you can put it out there. But also think about the market, think about how you get finance, think about how to make what you're creating and put out there go the long way. Think about how you still have funds, you still have remittances from what you put out there in years to come. These things are important. These are the things that we don't really have the structure for. You realize that there are people that we called old school, like they are in and then they are out. And then once they're out,
There's
we don't
no sustainability. We don't get to hear of them anymore.
Yeah. So you need to really, really think about it being a business.
Yes. And longevity as well.
Yes, it is a business. So when you come to ACM, listen, learn. We're going to have legal clinics. The Global Legal Creative Summit
That's fantastic.
is hosting legal clinics.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, so take advantage.
your rights as
Yes,
well.
exactly. Take advantage of everything going on. We are putting this together for the creatives. We want you to take advantage of it. We want you to think of what you do and what you put out. We want you to think of your talent as a business, not just, a talent, and then make the best that you can out of it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure every creative who is listening and who is watching should ensure that they are there at the event, because I mean, there's a lot to gain from what I've heard so far. There's a lot to
Definitely.
gain.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing these insights
you,
with us.
Ada.
It is so clear that the Africa Creative Market 2025 is not just another event, but a powerful platform shaping the future of Africa creative industries.
it
And we
is.
cannot wait to see the impact that it will create.
I can't wait to
16th of September, be there. All right, guys, that's it for us on the Daily Dish podcast. Thank you so much once again, Ijeoma,
Thank you,
for joining
Ada.
us.
It was lovely being here.
Same here, darling. All right, and until the next episode, do have a lovely time. Bye.